This Mother's Day, I wanted to share a little bit of what I've been learning or what lessons God has been teaching me. So the challenges I face being a parent has grown over time from taking care of the physical needs to the emotional and spiritual needs. And I might say being tasked to guide the spiritual and emotional needs or aspects of Isaiah's life has been harder. The main lesson I'm struggling with is surrendering, because my desire is to control the outcome, whether Isaiah displays good behavior or desires to follow Jesus. But I've been challenged by talking to other mothers, reading books and blogs, that really the issue isn't behavior modification. As you can see, he's very strong-willed. But addressing the attitudes of the heart. So the verse that has been encouraging me is Proverbs 4:23 states, "Above all else, guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life." And Luke 6:45 says that the good man brings good things out of the good stored up in his heart, and the evil man brings evil things out of the evil stored up in his heart. For out of the overflow of his heart, his mouth speaks. So what I'm learning is that I could try to use fear, intimidation, punishment, even positive reinforcement, which is a good thing, solely to have Isaiah externally submit to my desires, but I soon realized that his good behavior is not consistent. And while I could just be rearing him to become a nice and morally good kid, but that's not really addressing why he chose to disobey or be defiant. And honestly speaking, I don't know how to address Isaiah's heart. I've asked him questions like, why did you do that? Or why did you choose this? And unfortunately, both he and I aren't able to pinpoint the reasons behind it. I know it's only a matter of time before he'll be able to express the real reasons of his heart. But I guess until then, I've been charged to continue to help him to understand who Jesus is and have him desire to love and obey him, and therefore love and obey us, his parents. So one of the verses that I've come across, which Terry and Taylor had written in the diaper cake that they made, was Proverbs 22:6. Start your children on the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it. So help me God. And the other area is which I realize is that I also need to address my own heart. How can I expect Isaiah, or my soon-to-be daughter, to be a man or woman after God's own heart when I, the designated co-shepherd, has a heart that is not after God's? So I have to go back to basics and pray for these two verses or passages that the Lord gave to me. So Ezekiel 36:26-27. The Lord will give me a new heart and put a new spirit in me. He will remove my heart of stone, and he will give me a heart of flesh. Amen. And he will put his spirit in me and move me to follow his decrees and be careful to keep his laws. And in Deuteronomy 6:4-12, which I think we've heard a lot, you shall love the Lord your God, or I shall love the Lord my God with all my heart, with all my soul, and with all my strength. And these words he commands today shall be in my heart, and I shall teach them diligently to my children, and I shall talk of them when I sit in my house, when I walk by the way, when I lie down, and when I rise up. I will bind them as a sign on my house and the frontlets between my eyes, and I shall write them on my doorposts, on my house, and on